Hello everyone, this is Vicky Stitchnbutton, and today is June 26th. It is actually Wednesday, and I need you to buckle your seatbelts, get you something to drink, get you a snack, let the dog out, whatever you gotta do. Duct tape the kids to the hot water heater, that's an instant babysitter. Don't do that, don't do that. It's just a pleasant little thought every once in a while when my kids would not stop moving around. It was definitely a pleasant thought once in a while. Anyway, do what you got to do because we are going to do my giveaway winners, and then I'm going to have more to give away, some more single charts to give away. I have minimal stitching from the last time I saw you. I have a finish. I have some FFO thoughts that I actually pulled stuff out to actually get it done. I have my mid-year WIP parade. I've been feeling kind of stagnant with my stitching. Not hating it, not loving it, not just indifferent. And I decided maybe if I do a mid-year WIP parade, it'll give us a little something. It's warm in here, guys. Hang on. Oh, I have a little fan. My t-shirt. Today's Great Mood, sponsored by Coffee and Cross Stitch. Okay, that'll be better. It's Florida. It's doing Florida things, and it's Florida out. And my AC barely keeps up with my small house. My house is only 1,000 square feet, just barely, and I think that's counting the shed. But anyway, this is the furthest corner from the air register is in this room. So while at night I get frozen, during the day it just can't keep up. So I got a little clip-on fan and I put it up there. And it's not that I want it to definitely just blow right on me. I actually just want it to blow sort of like at the top of my head. I'm a hothead. It just keeps the air flowing a little bit better. All right, I think I'm ready now. Almost 3 minutes in, I think I'm ready now. All right, where did I leave off at? Oh yeah, we have a bunch of stuff to go through. So hopefully while I was babbling, you went and got you a drink. What do I have? I have water because it's hot, and I have coffee in this cup that I had made. I got a bunch of eagles pictures, and I had this, I don't remember if I showed this. I had this made through Shutterfly when I ordered some cups for other people. I've given the dog a treat. His treats, I've been ordering from Chewy. Oh, here, little PSA. Did you know that Chewy does a lot of good for a lot of places? A lot of like ASPCAs and other places. Not even, I don't think it's ASPCA. Backtrack. Backspace. They do a lot of things for animal rescue and different animal rescues. I've been watching Dr. Jeff, Rocky Mountain Vet, and they are there when they do these big seizures. They're there to help out those that are going to adopt and to foster, and they give them all kinds of stuff. And I've had friends that have lost their animals, and they've sent them flower arrangements and such. And I just keep on hearing some great things, and I've ordered from them sporadically. So now I've decided I'm going to just, I give him what I call fart chewies, because he can gag a maggot. So I give him these, and these help. I've decided I'm going to start definitely ordering them just from him from now on. And then I decided, because I think if you order $50 or more, it's free shipping, and I'm all about the free shipping. So I got him some treats, because I'm very picky with the treats I give him, because I don't want him to get gassed. He really likes these guys. They have a couple different flavors. I know they have a chicken flavor and something else. But they're reasonably priced. That's another thing. A lot of dog treats, they want like $15 for half this size bag. I can't see spending that. But he seems to like these. He hasn't gotten gas from them. And they smell like peanut butter. They actually smell like Nutter Butter cookies, which is a bonus because, not that I'm going to eat them, but I really hate the dog food smell. I used to work near a Purina plant, and when they'd really get a good batch going, it would make me gag. Anyway, so side note, this is what I'm feeding him. I think I know somebody else that said they've gotten these for their animals and they really like them. So I gave him one before we started, and I have another one on deck for, he can wait though. Huh, can't you? All right, where are we going? 5 minutes in. I thought about this, but apparently I did not think of it at length. Okay, let's go to my notes. Fun fact, second week of my fun fact. Again, my source is the Cross Stitch Academy because I have a few, so we'll be going through those first. Fun fact about cross stitch. Cross stitch has always been a global phenomenon. Cross stitch spread around the world the way anything else did by commerce routes, migrations, invasions, etc. It is one of those hobbies that, once discovered and learned, was incorporated into the tradition and culture of that place. From China, India, and Egypt, all the way to the Mediterranean, Spain, and then Northern Europe, it's a hobby that traveled the world. The more you know. Okay, there's another thing I wanted to do before we get going. I want to say a big giant thank you to Carol and Terry. She bought me a coffee or two, and thank you so much, because that's going to help pay for the shipping for my giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, I am going to announce the winners from last time's, I would say last week's, but it's the last 2 weeks. The last video, the giveaways from the last video, there were 5 of them. Nobody mentioned Indian, so there's nothing for that one. But I pulled the winners for, this one was June, and the winner for that is Diane Boehm. I think that the name on there is DIANNBOEHM9877. I am not familiar with that name, so please get in touch with me and give me your address. You could do that through Instagram or the email or my Facebook group. You can message me, and all that information is in the description box below, and I will get this June Flip It out to you. The next one was Summer. That was the Best of Summer from Emma Congdon, and this is Wisconsin Stitcher, and I can't remember your first name offhand, but I know who you are, so I just have to look up your address and I'll send this. I'm probably going to send it like in a note card or something, so it's going to be folded up. Don't come at me. You'll still be able to stitch it. Okay, next one up is Lily. Keyword was Lily. This is from Black Swan and Dawn, Frosty X Stitch. I have your address. So this will be going all the way to Switzerland. And the last one is Shop. That is this repair shop. And that one is Enchanting Stitching. Dawn, I have your address, which made me look up another friend of mine who also watches, Dawn Duval. I am so sorry about that fire that happened in your apartment building. I hope you are able to get back into your place soon, and there's minimal damages, and that somebody besides you has to pay for that. I've been thinking about you, so I hope, I know your things, but you know, as a cross stitcher, I'm like, oh no, the stitching, the smoke smell, and everything, your clothes, your furniture, your stitching. So I just, what a nightmare, and I hope you get a lot of help to get that cleaned up. All right, next up is, while I was going through pulling out all my WIPs. Now, when I say my WIPs, I'm not talking about the ones that are in hibernation. These are the ones I've been working on this year, or pulled to work on this year, okay? When I did that, I had a couple of finishes, so I wanted to pull those out. In doing that, I found some finishes that I've had, and so I also have some finishing, some items to be able to FFO it. So I just wanted to show you what my thoughts were quick, and which ones I pulled out, and we'll see what happens if they'll be done by next video. Alright, first one is this little guy. I am pretty sure this was from Homespun Elegance. He's just done on some linen, scrap piece of linen, and I'm gonna probably just stuff this, make it like a little square ornament. That's what I'm thinking. it'll be the easiest thing to do is just get some. I have a bunch of fabrics, tons of fabrics, obviously, but I even have finishing fabrics. Believe it or not, all the fabrics I use for bags, I actually have bins of finishing fabrics, like fat quarters that I can use. So he's going to be like a little ornament. So he's been pulled out. This was Shakespeare's Peddler. Here lie my needles. I really like the whole concept of the thing. I started stitching it and found that I hated the chart. The 2s and the 7s looked alike. It was hard to read for me, and after having fits, I realized life's too short to stitch on something that's driving you crazy, so I stopped. But I really liked the little bit that I had gotten done, so I didn't want to give up on it, so to speak. I didn't want to get rid of it. So I picked these up, I think either Michael's or Joann's. I want to say Michael's. And there's 36 of these little wooden tags. So what my plan is to just cut it to the size of the tag and attach it to the tag. I can just glue it on or something. I'll find a way to do that. But yeah, it's going to be a real simple finish. Doesn't need to be heirloom-esque. I just think it needs to be kind of cute and fit onto that tag. So it'll be cut out around here. Alright. I think once I cut it out to the shape, then I'll make sure to put it on some fusible fleece. Not fusible fleece, fusible interface. Just to keep all the stitches where they need to be, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be cutting stitches. Another thing I pulled out is this Sandman Originals freebie that I did years ago. And it's this pickle. I did it years ago. Obviously, 2009 I finished it. I don't know. I can't be the only one that when you grew up that there was a pickle on the tree and you had to find the pickle, and if you found the pickle, it was, you got like a special little prize or a candy or something. And my mom had a glass pickle, and I still have a glass pickle ornament. So, there's 2 parts to it. This is done on 18 count, I think, fiddler's cloth, and there's the front and the back, and it says good luck if you find me first. If you find me first. So I'll just make it into, I don't know if I'm gonna make it into a flat and stick the 2 parts together, or if I'll just make it into a little stuffed piece. I'll figure that out a little bit later, but I figured that's going to be really cute. And yeah, this freebie was from 2002. Really quick stitch, really quick stitch. I think I'll put that in I have giveaways for at the end, so I think I'll just give that away also, because I don't need the chart anymore. Sandman Originals. So let's put that in there. Let's put this in here. There's going to be a lot of taking out of bags and putting back in bags, because I can't have things all over the place. I only have so much space. Alright, next thing I want to put together is this one. This is Sea Hag. I think it was Autumn Familiars. It came in the Under the Sea. It's called Sea Hag, Autumn Familiar Designs, and it came from an Under the Sea mystery box. Came with the fabric and the trim. So I will be stuffing that and making that into a pillow type hanging thing. And I'm going to give that to my daughter. And then I also pulled, I got this from Michael's. So I'm going to paint this a fun color, I think. And just, I'm going to mount it to the back of that. I think that'll be fun. And I may have seashells or something like that, so we'll see what happens. I think I will mount this to some foam board, and then mount it to the back after it's painted. Stay tuned for that. So those are the items that I pulled, and I was like, I could just get these out of there and get those finished and done. Done and dusted, right? Right. I might as well go with my little bit of haul because it's right here, and then I can get it all out of the way. I received my fabric of the month from Grace Notes, and it is called Greystone. I am getting 40 count Verdal. Oh, it's so soft and nice. It's a gray. It's a purpley blue gray, I want to say. It looks pretty decent from my screen. And I got a little llama. Mayama. Alright. So that's that one. Let me get this out of the way. It'll get lost. I know it. Sticker over here. Fabric over there. Okay. Now, put this over here. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll do this one too. Maybe. So, in the beginning of the year, I think I started out with, rough figures. I think I started out with about 65, if I remember correctly. I have a list here of ones that my list of WIPs, and going by what's on here right now, I think I started out with 60. I think so. I'm looking at the list. I think it was about 60. Sounds about right. Okay. Out of that 60, I have had some starts, and then I've even had some starts and finishes within a couple of days. One of the finishes that I had started last year and finished in the beginning of the year was Tis Halloween stocking from Blackbird Designs, and then I had started another one and finished that. I'm not going to show those because they're actually in my kitted thing, and I forgot to pull that. Then I have another finish, which is Pumpkin Kiss. That was, I think I finished this in the same day or in the same night. And this one's from Cricket Collections, one of the freebies. This is the Halloween little Hershey Kiss one, and I think that's cute. I added some bling to the little tag because I think all the tags should have a little bit of bling, since I'm not going to bling out the whole entire body. So we'll just do it reverse. We won't have foil body, we'll have a foil tag. I don't know what I was thinking. I had pulled this out and I thought maybe I could do a FFO on it, but I think there's other ones of these I want to do, and I'm not sure how I'd want to finish them, so this will just go back into the finish pile. It's fine. Everything's fine. As far as stitching goes, I stitched and finished. One's not totally finished. It's my round robin. My round robin is with Sammy J Stitches and Sarah from My Stitching Kingdom and Holly. And I finished my portion on Sarah's. Hers is called Black Velvet. This obviously is not black or velvet. She used Burple from Live and I Die LA as her thread. It's cotton thread. And I don't remember what the fabric is, but it is opalescent. And I finished my section, which was the lower corner there. And I gave her that needle minder because she should have that. So that'll be going to her. Now, actually, this all goes to Holly next. I finished Holly's portion, which means that I am totally done the round robin. Okay? And that's one that I started last year. So, or did we start it this year? We might have started it this year. I think we did. So this is Holly's. And she used Dinky Dye Silks, and I forget the name of the thread. And I'm not sure which fabric she used, but it's a linen. And hers is a spirited mandala. And I think I did this corner here. And I gave her that needle minder because it didn't have a needle minder on it. So this will be shipped back to Holly now that I've shown it. And then Holly will do Sarah's portion. And then she'll have her portion. And I say it's a total finish because that's the last piece I had to do. My piece had come back to me already. And I'm pretty sure I showed this. I forget which one mine was called. Horrible. Ghostly Mandala. There we go. By the way, these are all ink circles. Ghostly Mandala. That is in a magazine. Just Cross Stitch Magazine had originally published all these Ghostly Mandala ones. And a spirited one, and there's a cauldron and bubble, and so mine was done on some fabric flare fabric that I had gotten through a fabric of the month I did one year. And I'm not sure how I want to finish this. I think I just want to frame it. I think it'll be cool framed. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So that will go back into the finish pile. And this will be shipped to Holly because it's done and dusted. Put this down here. Oops. Y'all, here's the Burple from Live and Die LA. I don't want to lose that. I think the threads for Holly's. Oh, here it is. Dinky Dye Silks. The name was, and if you're wondering about these Spirited Mandala, the Halloween mandalas, there's plenty of threads left, so you don't need more than one skein. This is called Mystic Pools, was the name of that thread that she used. It's a good purpley gray, purpley black, I don't know. It's good. Put these at me, out of the way, out of the way. Alright, what else did I stitch on then? I did stitch on something else because there was a few days where I didn't stitch. I finished up bags. I had to get all those invoiced and packed up and the whole 9 yards. So there wasn't a ton of stitching going on, but there was some. And one was finishing that whole entire corner of Holly's so I could get that shipped out. And what else did I do? I think I worked on this one, which is Waterhole Guardians. Artwork by Jan Patrick Krasny. Heaven and Earth Designs is the one that charted it. And this is my hashtag, it's Jemima's fault, or Jemima made me do it, or something like that. It's Jemima's fault. Because she's doing that Waterhole Masters that's absolutely gorgeous. I'm doing mine on 25 count easy grid, and it's 2/1 half stitch. And this is how far I've gotten so far. I filled in more around my meerkat. I hate that dark stitch is there, but that's the way it was charted, which makes me think that she's not paying attention to her charting. It's annoying me, guys. It's to the point of annoyance that you put in all this time and then you have to edit it because the person that was supposed to didn't do their job. Anyway, so I filled in, I'm doing like a typewriter method where I just grab a color and try to get it filled in. And I did a whole bunch of that, which means there was a lot of fiddly stitches and I didn't get in as many as I wanted. And I still have to do about 202 half stitches before I'm done with this. That's why it's still in the Nerge. And I did a whole bunch of fill in here because I just needed a block of color. So there was like 2 colors I did a whole bunch of in here just to get some stitches in quicker. So once I get in, I don't know, I think I'm going to stitch on this tonight, maybe. And I'll start filling in some more, because there's another meerkat. There's actually this one too, it's not standing up. And I don't know, we'll see where I go from there. I might try to get all this filled in and in here. Only time will tell. It's only 202 stitches, half stitches, so it doesn't cover a ton, but every little bit counts. I still need to work on, this is all the threads for it, by the way, guys. Put them on these cards. I try to keep the cards in number order the way I numbered them. That way it's easier to find the colors. But yeah. And this is only the threads that I need for it, not extras. What did I write down? As of May 31st, I was at 1.14%. I did a little bit more than that. I think I'm at 1.44% or something stupid. So that's one of my WIPs. Since the other ones are no longer WIPs because they're done. And let's go to my list. Now we're getting into the WIP portion, the WIP parade portion. All right. I have a piece of Q-snap. And let's just go into it. I have a couple of bins here that I can throw my stuff in when I'm done to try to keep them somewhat organized. Because there is a method to my madness. All right. Next one up is Space Traveler. Space Traveler is... Hold, please. I don't know where the cover picture is. And I'm not inserting a picture. Oh, ha 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 ha. Found it. Here we go. Mini Space Traveler, actually. I am cutting it off about there. And I have stitched on this year. And I'm almost done with page finish. I want to say... I think the page finished. The bottom of the page is there. There's not much left. Or no, it's there. So there's not much left there or there to finish off that whole entire page. That's what it's looking at right now. Looking like right now. I am doing this on 22 count, 1/2, full cross. So it has been stitched on because this year I've been doing focus on my full coverage as far as trying to get, not focus for a finish on them, but try to get more stitches in because I've been lacking big time. Alright. Mini Space Traveler. Here's one that's also been worked on, and this is Ugly Birds. Oh, by the way, Mini Space Traveler is retired, so you can't get that chart anymore, sorry. This is artwork by Sarah Marchetti, and this is the Story Keep version, so it's the tall, skinny version. I love his stuff, though. Again, charted by Heaven Note Designs. This one I also have worked on, and I have made it all the way across the page. And that's how far I am. So my plan of attack when I've been working on these is, well, on this one, is to keep on keeping on with going across and filling all this in. So, because I don't want to have to, since I have it on a scroll, I don't want to scroll and unscroll. Do you know what I mean, Vern? So I'll just keep on moving it down until I can scroll and then move down some more. Since it's so narrow. It's really long. And I don't know why this is rolling up weird. It's annoying because I have it straight, but when I roll it up, it rolls up awkwardly, and I don't know why. Now it won't do it because I'm on camera. Now it's starting to roll awkward again. Maybe something's thicker on one side than the other. Shouldn't be, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Alright. Let's get that one put away. Not sure when this one's going to come out. Again, I have worked on it a couple of times this year. I'll fit it in eventually. Sammy did call her categories, so oh my goodness, are you okay? So for July, I will cut into that real quick. I have Lady and the Tramp and Aqua City will be for next month, for July. I've been, every month with the WIP I've been trying to fit a full coverage in. Alright, next up, let me move this out of the way. I don't even know what's in here. It's a surprise, guys. You know what this is? This is the one where I found the threads. So, here is what I'm just calling full coverage Peacock. And this is the one that I had started. And then I lost the bulk of the threads, this whole thing, which I have since found, which is wonderful. And here is where I am with this one. Now, excuse me, there are regrets with my start, because I shouldn't have started in the center. But you live and you learn. This was the first one I've done like this. I should have started in the corner and made my way, but I didn't, and I'm all over the place here. It will be a lot easier to count the stitches if I just start in the corner. I do 10 by 10 blocks, and I can just park the stitches. So that's what I'll do when I go back to it. But this is how far, you can see that's the stitch part right there. But I've only gotten the center portion done. Right there. Alright. But this will have to come back out this year then, now that I found the threads, because I was enjoying stitching on that. Again, when I chose these, I tried to choose things that I didn't think were copywritten, from whatever. Next up, this one is Philadelphia Toboggan Company from Cappy, Count on Cappy. And this is one of my old charts that I had started. This one is being stitched on 32 count Wapo Blue even weave from Needle Bling Designs using the called for colors. And I had did a center start and I lost my piece of foam board. I have also lost my mind, but here it is. Alright. I did a center start on it. And here we go. Oh, wait, there we go. It's the saddle. It almost looks like, I don't know, it looks like a fang, doesn't it? Looks kind of weird. Anyway, so that's as far as I got on it. I got the start on it and I have not pulled it out since then. I don't know if it'll come out this year. I do still like it. It's not giving me, oh my god, you gotta stitch on me right now vibes. So, but I'm not mad at it. And that's Needle Bling Designs fabric. And this is a Needle Bling's design bag that I had bought from her. Alright. Next up. My back hurts. This is December Blue Topaz Fairy. This was given to me by Belinda. Yeah, it's December Blue Topaz from Mirabilia. And this was given to me from by Belinda in Australia, Aussie Stitcher. And it is being stitched on 32 count Belfast Opal in Frozen from Chromatic Alchemy. She had it halfway finished, honestly, and she didn't want to stitch on it anymore, and I was like, I do. So I've pretty much done the legs on her so far, and some of this down. Did I even do some of this down here? Yeah, because she had everything else done. So I've been focusing on getting the rest of this done so I can move up to the top. And I think I only worked on it twice, 2 sessions. It's looking really good. And I think I've said this before, that this could possibly be a finish this year. But you gotta stitch on it to finish it, right? So I'll have to think of reasons to bring this one back out again. Oops. I'm not even halfway through my things and my arms are already getting tired, guys. Alright. Next up, this one is another Mirabilia, and it is called Silver Moon Tea. This one's being stitched on fabric from Fabric Flare with the called for colors. This is also, I'm trying to find the card. I don't have it. This is also full coverage though. So, oh, haha, I'm looking for the card. It's on 32 count lilac even weave from Fabric Flare. And I have stitched on her at least once this year so far. And here it is. So I'm pretty sure the last time I stitched on this, I did this. I did a lot of that. This was a center start, and then I guess I just migrated over to the right and wanted to get stitches in. A lot of the holes that you see in here are going to end up being beads. Since she's full coverage, I didn't need to have it on purple, but I had it, and I figured just in case I want to give it a margin of some sort. And this next one, I think I started this, and then after I started it, I did not work on it anymore. This is Witch's Brew from with dye needle and thread. Yeah, I started it and put it back in the bag, and then I found a bag to throw it in. I am not using the called for threads. I am using whatever I had in my stash. And the fabric is Fairy Wings from Dames of the Needle. That's how far I've gotten. Can I show you the picture? Here she is. So that's how far I've gotten. It's not too bad. Got the dress done. Started the cup. Did her face. So it was a good start. I don't feel the urgent need to pull her out real soon, but I'm still not mad at starting it. Next up is NYC Twin Towers. Okay, so this says NYC Twin Towers Scene. I know she's changed it. It's from Stitch and Jules Design on Etsy. I don't know if she's got a website now too. She may. I don't know. But This is being stitched on 32 count Lugana in the color Mirage from Picture This Plus. And this is how far I've gotten. I did a bottom right start. And it's not technically a full coverage, so I haven't been focusing on it. So basically I've got this portion over here worked on. I do like the way it's looking on this fabric. I wanted it to look more like a smoky kind of depressed picture, because it's sort of what it is. But it's given the mood I was going for. I think I did stitch on this one time this year. No, I haven't yet. So it still needs stitches. It will get them. If nothing else, I usually stitch on it for the anniversary of it, or somewhere around the anniversary of it. Alright. Coming to the end of this bin. This is October 31st from Cottage Garden Stitchery. I have not worked on this year, I don't think. I am stitching this one on 32 count Diversity from Mystic Fabrics, and I am not using I'm using the DMC and a different over dye, but that's how far I've gotten on this one. The stitching amount on this is deceiving, so I doubt I will finish this year. When I started it, I didn't think it would take that long. Boy, was I wrong. This is all full. The whole pumpkin is full. And it's not like you can just go back and forth, because there's so many different elements to it. So it will get worked on this year. It will not be finished this year. Alright. Let's move these here. And then last in this little bin is Photo Booth. This is Photo Booth by Bent Creek, and it's the old and the new. This is how far I've gotten. So I did the stitching on the center portion. That's a scratch in the picture, by the way, going across. So I did the stitching in the center portion, except for the antenna and the frame. But I did the frame on the okay, so I did the stitching in the second portion without the frame. In the third portion, I did the frame and started the stitching. And it was a center start, so that's why it is where it is. I don't think I've stitched on this year yet. Unless I did in the very beginning of the year. And you know what I'm going to grab? I thought I had a bag. It's bigger than I wanted, but that's fine. I'll throw it in there anyway. So not to keep on stuffing in that little plastic baggie. All of the zippers. All of the zippers. Okay. Put this away real quick. Yay, I made room. Let's do this pile now. This one is my piece that I broke up into 12 pieces, and I was supposed to work on a portion a month, and I have not. I have failed for 3 months now. But I'm not too mad. I knew it was going to be far-fetched, and it's okay. This is 272 words, from Primrose Needleworks. It is basically the Gettysburg Address. And I broke it up, as you can see, and I haven't finished March yet. It is being stitched on, where is it at? Being stitched on 32 count Lugana in the color Vanilla Latte from Be Stitch Me. I did get a half yard. And this is a big one, guys. Here we go. I am almost done the March portion. Can you see that? There we go. I am almost finished the March portion, just not quite, I think. Let me double check the picture. Yeah, almost finished, just not quite. I need to finish out the word in that gap there, and then the line below that, the word we. It's okay. I am not going to give up totally stitching on it this year. I just know I am not going to keep up with the monthly portions. It's okay. It's fine. I don't want to force myself to stitch it, so then I hate it. Yeah, oh, I did use the called for colors, except for on the lettering, I went DMC instead of the hand dye because there wasn't much modeling on it, so why bother? Right? Right. Next up is Bells of Ireland. This is when I started with Laurel from Laurel Ann on Flosstube, and she is a picture of her. Yeah. Okay, she's being stitched on Little Boy Blue linen, and I think that's like a Witchel color. And here's what she looks like. I am using her called for colors, except for the fabric is not called for, and the beads. And I've stitched on her at least once this year, twice this year. And here's how far I got. Most of her dress is done, good portion of it. Obviously the spaces are for beads. I'd like to get her done this year. That is a goal, to try to get her done this year so I can start Queen Anne's lace. Laurel better get moving. Laurel and I started together, and then we want to start Queen Anne's lace, but we need to finish this one first, is what we basically said. Next one up is something I really need to just finish this year. And I've said that before, and it is Let's Do Coffee by Imaginating. It's being stitched on a 36 count linen from Vicky Clayton, and it's also being stitched with Vicky Clayton silks in the color Be Seated, and this is the old school color before she started up again. I have a lot of the old stock, and here it is. So I have finished the whole entire bottom. The only thing I need to do are the words at the top. That's it, guys. That's it. I just need to, maybe I just need to leave it out and do a few stitches here and there and not worry about counting them or something. Maybe I'll do that. Because I didn't worry about counting the stitches for Holly's piece. And it went pretty smooth. Alright, next up is one that I stitch on every month, and that is my Christmas Mousse from Pana. I changed out the fabric to 32 count, oh my goodness, where are you? Murky from Picture This Plus, and I vowed to do at least 100 stitches a month on him, and I've been doing pretty good with it. Most of it I've been doing even more than 100 stitches, so this is how far I've gotten with them. I've done a good bit of back stitching up in here, which I'm just smattering through as I do full stitches so it doesn't exhaust me. And I finished the shoulder over here and started moving over so I can get this portion of them done. So the more I work over here, the more I need to do that so I can move the Q-snap and or nurge and not have it pinched in. You know, so I could reach all that, get it all out of the way. I don't have to move the Q-snap back and forth is basically what I'm saying. So his name is Maurice. And he will be coming out soon. Matter of fact, probably after I do the stitches on Waterhole Guardians, he will come out for his stitches for this month because it's almost the end of the month and I haven't worked on him or my next one I will show you, which is Animal Magnetism. Animal Magnetism is from Dimensions. It is a Charts and Charms. It's out of print. And here is what it looks like here. This is another one that I've been trying to stitch on at least 100 stitches a month. I did fail one month, but most of the time when I stitch on it, I do more than 100 stitches also, so it's still good forward progress. I've changed my mind on the way I'm attacking it several times. I think I need to stop saying that I'm going to work on this part, because I'm going to work on whatever I look at and say, yeah, let me work there. Because I thought I was going to finish the top portion, and then I decided I was bored with that, and I moved down here because I just wanted to do some full stitches, and I worked on the ram the last time. I've worked on, look this, for back stitching. I've done a whole bunch of the back stitching because I'm trying to get back stitching done as I go. And that's another reason why I wanted to get the top done, so I can get around here done and get the giraffe done. But I really love the way it's looking. I decided not to fill in the stitches here since I had not done it on white as recommended. I did it on a tea-dyed linen, and I will decide what to put in those corners. If anything, I don't know. I want to say I want to put different animal charms in there, but if I can't get any that I like, then I'll figure it out, or I might just leave it blank. It's fine. We'll see. I'm more worried about the major stitching, not that. Alright, these now go here. Alright, next up, another full coverage. This is my Wizard of Oz. This is another Heaven and Earth Designs, and the artwork is by Scott Gustafson. It's being stitched on 25 count easy grid 1/1 full stitches, and this is how far I've gotten. I have worked on this at least once this year, if not twice, and it seems when I work on it, I end up working around this window and trying to get more definition in on this window. And then I think I went and did a little bit here and then did a whole bunch of window and a little bit here and a whole bunch of window. But that's where he's at right now. She, they or that, no, they. That's where they are at. Words are getting harder. Here, have a treat. He's licking at me. I might need to do a part 2, guys. Because if I need to take him out, I don't think I'm going to have enough space on my iPad to splice the 2 videos together. Darn it. Alright, here's one I started last year for a retreat start. And it's a Treasure Time by Dimensions. It's a kit. It's still available. I got mine off of Amazon, I think. And I'm using the called for everythings, even the Ada. And I did a center start, and I think I figured out that I did full stitches where I probably shouldn't have, and apparently I lost a magnet. It's fine. But I will get back to it and I will figure it out. And here's where I got to. Basically, just the little bit of the bridge and some shadowing and some trees, shrubbery. Very small start on it. I really liked it. Kat from Valkyrie Stitchworks, she also had it, and so we just decided to work on it together. Or start it together, anyway. This isn't on my priority list to get a whole bunch of stitches done right now, because I'd rather get Animal Magnetism finished first, anyway. Next up. You okay over there? It's Penguins by Riolis. I am doing this on 28 count white Monaco. This came with the Ada. I decided not to use the Ada, and I don't think I've worked on it this year yet, but here we go. Look how cute they are. It is the woolly thread, so it's a challenge, but it's really looking cute. And I had messed up and had to pull out threads, and it was a mess. But it's okay. I might still have to pull out some more threads over there on that side, but I will figure it out next time I pull it out. Or I'll stitch someplace else and then go back to there. I've been known to do that too. Alright, this one is going to be seen next month. This is Aqua City. I did max colors. I probably shouldn't have. I just thought it would make it look better, and I think I was wrong. I should have just done regular colors. But anyway, it's artwork by Ciro Marchetti again. Again, like I said, I really like his stuff. He is being stitched on 22 count, 1/1 full cross, and I haven't stitched on it in a while, and this is how far I've gotten. So I have 3 little fishies in the corner. There's a lot of confetti. I think if you like confetti, then by all means get max color. If not, then don't. Honestly, I'm even looking at this and I don't remember what I marked the fabric with. I might have been delusional and marked it with something I shouldn't have. I'm going to stitch over it anyway, and it is what it is. If it washes out, it washes out. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But I'm not going to add any more grid lines, because I don't remember what I put in there, honestly. It was a while ago. When did I start this? In 2019. It was over 5 years ago. I would think that I used a fabric pen of some sort, but I'm looking at it and it really doesn't look like it. So I might have been stupid thinking, oh, all the stitches will cover it. Yeah, about that. Anyway, it's fine. Everything's fine. This is coming out next month. This one needs more love. I really do like this one. The last time I stitched on it, I really enjoyed it. This is Potions and Spells by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I'm stitching this on 28 count Uric Opal Linen from Under the Sea Fabrics. have a couple of more autumn lanes on the go, plus a couple more I really want to start. But I don't want to start anything until possibly getting this finished and or one of the others. And here is where she is. Last time I worked on her, I did a lot of fill-in and finished out the swirl and the stars, and I was enjoying it. Looks are deceiving with the stitches. It is not as quick as you think it's going to be. Alrighty. This was a new start this year. This was for Year of the Dragon. Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon. I bought Sabat Dragon Yule. Artwork by Ann Stokes, and it charted by Pain Free Crafts. I am stitching this on 32 count fabric flare, even weave, 2/1 half stitch. And what I decided to do was, this was a piece of fabric. I did not like this side. I don't like it. It's just not working for me. So, why don't I use the back of the fabric flare? It's a full coverage. You won't see anything coming through. That is where I'm at. Oh, wait. What did I do? I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is right side up at this point. But it's just a whole bunch of black, because that's all you get in the beginning anyway. So that's quick and easy stitching when you're working on that. I did buy the needle minder that matched, by the way. And it's just using DMC colors. This one I pulled out of hibernation, and it is Ronnie Rowe. I've been mentioning Ronnie Rowe a lot. I think I really like a lot of his designs, and his Flosstubes are very entertaining and soothing. It's good listening to Flosstubes, and they're shorter. This one's being stitched on 18 count white Aida. He stitches all his own, and his are on 18 count white Aida or black Aida. And while he suggests, I think, 413 for the, let me see, what did he suggest for the thread? I don't know, I don't have that page here because I didn't need it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's like 413 or something like that. I'm just doing mine in 310. I have a Cone of Doom. 310 is fine. And this is how far I've gotten on it so far. I've got the bow of the ship done. I still need to do the sails, but I'm working my way out. You're having a gastric moment. Alright, it's been an hour. I'm going to make a part 2. And usually I don't like splitting up into two totally separate, but I think I need to. I need to move this stuff out of the way. It's already an hour. I don't think, now I can try. So I might go, I'm a liar in a minute, but I don't think I'm going to have enough space on my iPad to mash the two videos together. If I do, I'll do it. If not, you'll see a part 2, and I'll be right back. I'll take him out. Maybe he needs to walk. Yeah, he needs to go for a walk too. I'll see you in a bit. I'm not done yet. I don't know that I've been halfway through. I got a whole bunch more.